Hello, this is Jeff from leathercraft, and today we are going to review the Burnlab A5 M50 5-watt laser engraver and cutter. This, in my opinion, is an entry-level laser. This would be good for people that have no experience with lasers whatsoever and have an interest in getting involved with lasers. The laser engraving machine has a 4x lens focusing technology with a 5-watt optical power and an ultra-thin 0.08 laser focus. The work area is 16 by 4 inches by 15.75 inches. There is an emergency stop button in case of emergencies. One cool aspect of this laser, it has a terminal control panel, so it supports offline engraving. It comes with a micro SD card and has built-in software, eliminating the need to use a computer if you find it necessary. The terminal panel also connects magnetically, so taking it on and off is easy, and it also is very sturdy. The terminal control panel connects with an HDMI cable. Once again, it's a nice feature because you could drag this laser anywhere. It's pretty light and you won't have to drag your computer along with it. The front of the laser has a UV light filter that filters out 97% of the UV light. And as well as this UV light filter works, always wear safety protection eyewear. It's important. You're going to have to buy some because this laser doesn't come with any. It does come with a USB cable, power supply, instruction manual, assorted material to cut and engrave. It comes with all the tools necessary to complete the build. It also comes with a micro SD card as well as an adapter to be able to place into your computer. The power supply seems to be made well. It's about the size of my hand. The power supply is 12 volts at 5 amps and it is UL rated. Here are all the specs right on the back of it. The build of this device was very easy. It has a stop sensor and homing capabilities. When it came to setting up this device in Lightburn, it wasn't able to actually find the device, so I set it up manually. Here are the directions. First, you want to click on My Device, and then you want to go ahead and click on Create Manually. After that, you want to select GRBL. Hit Next, and then you want to go ahead and choose Serial Bus. Hit Next. Then you want to add the title of the machine where it asks for it, and I put Burnlab A5 M50. On the bottom of this same section, you want to put the dimensions in. If you're in inches, then you want to put 16.4 by 15.75. If you're in millimeter mode, you want to put 409 by 400 millimeters. Then hit Next and make sure your origin is front left and your auto home is clicked on. Then hit Finish and then hit OK. And now on the right hand side, you'll choose your laser and you want to choose the Burnlab A5. At that point, I gave it a quick test run to make sure everything's moving and everything worked fine. Focusing this laser was easy. You just take the focusing card, place it under the laser module, turn the knob, lower it, tighten the module, and then go ahead and pull the card out from underneath the laser module. And of course, do not lose this card. Lining up the laser was easy on this wood coaster. If you see, I'm just moving the material around in order to line the edges up with the laser. I did have some difficulty, which I'll talk about later on, when it came to lining up darker material like a black slate. But there is a fix and I'll share it with you. This is a piece of wood. I went ahead and engraved this at 3,000 millimeters a minute and 75% power. I went ahead and went pretty deep with this. I could have went with a lower power, or I could have sped up the machine a little bit. It definitely could have handled more speed. I like a deep groove when I'm dealing with wood. I like a nice deep burn. I was happy with the way this came out. The colors are very even on all sides. It's nice. It came out nice. I was happy with this. I went ahead and used the same power settings for this yin-yang symbol. It came out really nice. I brushed out all the debris. A lot of detail. Looks nice. I always do this design whenever I review a laser because it has a lot of detail, plus it has a lot of dark areas that you want to remain consistent. It came out really nice. I found 3000 millimeters a minute to be really good, and the power setting of 75% worked well with the type of wood that I was using here. If you notice, there's no banding. The dark areas are consistent. This system didn't come with air assist, but it seemed to do a good job. This machine did a wonderful job when it came to leather. There was lots of fine lines in this particular design, as you see. I went ahead and stuck with 3000 millimeters a minute and 40% power. This was 8-ounce leather, and I went ahead and used 90% power at 200 millimeters a minute, and I did 2 passes. I often use the same design in each of my laser reviews. That way you're able to look at each of the other reviews and get a good idea for yourself which ones you like the best. This is one of the designs I like to use because it has a lot of fine line detail, and it did a good job. You can see each line is very crisp. I was happy with this. Again, I'm using this design as I do in a lot of my laser reviews because it has a lot of detail and it has some very dark areas that need to be consistent. With this one, I did 3000 millimeters a minute and 50% power, and it came out nice and dark. You can see subtle banding within the very dark areas, but it's very subtle. And if I played a little bit with the line interval, I could probably eliminate that. Overall, the detail came out really nice. You could see everything really pretty well, especially the scales on the dragon. This is 4-ounce leather, and I'm cutting out one of the patterns that I did for a small card holder. Just wanted to show you that, yes, you're able to cut out leather patterns with the 5-watt laser. This is 4-ounce leather, and I did 1 pass at 200 millimeters a minute and 90% power, and everything came out fine. You can see all the pieces, all the holes fell out easily. This 5-watt laser can cut out patterns. The red safety glass kept me from seeing the laser when I tried to frame the black slate, so I had to turn up the power a little bit during framing. I usually frame at 0.75 just to see where it is, but I had to turn it up to 2 in order to be able to see the laser. It's because the material was black, but once I turned it up, everything was fine. For this slate, I went ahead and used 4000 millimeters a minute and 50% power. It came out with nice detail. I thought it came out pretty nice. There's a gloss on top of this slate as well. I sprayed it with some lacquer, and I was happy with the engraving. It has a nice white color to it, so I figured I'd try a different setting anyway on the next one. This one I did at 3000 millimeters a minute instead of 4000 millimeters and 50% power. I was happy with the outcome. I was happier actually at the 4000 millimeters a minute. It's not only faster, but it just came out whiter to me because slowing it down, I guess, kind of changed the color to a slight yellow. My main curiosity with acrylic, since I didn't have very much, was whether it was capable of cutting well. I used a speed of 150 millimeters a minute and 90% power, and everything cut very smoothly and clean. This acrylic was 2.6 millimeters thick, but I'm sure it can cut even thicker material than this. In my research, I found many lasers that fell into the $200 to $300 range. I also discovered that a lot of kits in this price range do not come with safety glasses. This laser does come with 0.08 laser focus. It has an emergency stop button, and it also has a stop sensor. It has onboard terminal control, so you don't need your computer, you just need to put in the micro SD card. Plus, as I see, they also offer a 10 watt and a 20 watt version of this laser if you're looking for more power and speed. But if you're a beginner and you're looking for an inexpensive laser, I would definitely add this to the list of the lasers that you check out. Hey, thank you very much for watching this review. I hope it was informative and you were able to learn about the Burnlab A5 M50 Pro. Take care, everyone, and I will see you in my next video. So long.